maybe they are not finished yet. It's quite interesting to see. Mine to time. The time was when this big volume was traded here. That was 10:20. Now we are in 11:07. That means nearly 1 hour. Now 40 minutes. 50 minutes. They are trading around this level 50 minutes.
Walter, I'm curious if you use market or volume profile levels.
No, I don't use them. I know I've did a seminar course with Dalton, but I don't use them. I was using
the 78 happens to be the lower value area.
Yeah, I know.
And combined with your institutional level, that's why it's probably bouncing from.
Yeah.
A lot of people do use it.
I'm not using this volume profile levels at all because I just refuse. In other words, I would like to see what the market action is and not what some levels are telling. They are working sometimes, but more at least from my point of view, based on my experience, they work sometimes, but they are not working. And other times that it can work, but it's not reliable enough, at least for my in my trading philosophy. So know them. You'll see we have an extreme low volume area here between 81 and 87. This area wasn't traded. It simply broke through, and now trading established in another high volume area around 78. So they're lifting. Maybe they are trying to lift the POC towards 78, 77. And that means they're lowering the value of the price, the value of the product here from 92 into 70, 80. And they are maybe retesting if they can get buy or sell between 87 and 87 and 81, roughly, this area here, where the VWAP is as well. That's a VPOC, yesterday's VPOC. Then we have yesterday's value area low here as well. That could be a kind, see that. They lowered the POC right now from 92 into 80. So the product is less valuable, or has a less value than yesterday, which means, that no, when we know the ES is worth less than it was yesterday, what should we know for our trading right now? What's the point? Long, short, sideways, waiting, what?
Long, right? If it's worth, yes, lower today.
I don't know. Look here, what happens in terms of volume profile, in terms of Steidlmayer and Dalton. In terms of Steidlmayer and Dalton, the value of the product was lowered from 92 into 80 right now. So what does this mean for our trading? Can we make money right now?
When value shifts down, they don't really focus on price. They consider that a bearish sign. But above the POC, it's bullish. So we're above it now.
Okay, let's see.
When it retests back to 80 and it holds, it's probably going to move to 84, 85.
Yeah, let's see. I don't have any signs here on my charts, on my system, which I'm watching. If they are trading right up into the 80 and the VWAP area, which is most likely they are going to trade into 85 into 86 VWAP as well, this institution level. I need a reason, I need a sweet spot to enter my trade, so I missed it again, but it doesn't matter, just to discuss it with you.
There's also one time framing also, right in the middle.
Good. That was the final target, my final target here at 84, where the market didn't want to trade. You see nicely all the volatilities are down. bonds are up. Order book imbalance is up. Order book imbalance is up, pointing to the upside. And according to order book imbalance theory, market seeks liquidity on the side where the imbalance is.
So now that we broke out of that consolidation so strongly with such high volume, you look to buy the pullback somewhere around 81 to 80.
I was looking to sell 84.
Okay. Would you classify your style more as looking for levels, seeing volatility there, and kind of doing a lot of counter trend trades at extremes, or wait for a trend and buy it or sell a pull?
Both. I think what I would like to see is simply to have reasons to do something. So I have two approaches. First of all, when I see reasons to do something like in the UV, I'm taking a long. When I'm aware that this is a signal, and then I get a signal, then I'm certainly short or long in the yes, of course. And sometimes I'm simply adding to the bid or to ask whatever when the market is trending, when the market is going fast into one direction. The best what I would like to see to give me a reason for something to do, but sometimes it depends on the mood. I'm very open with you. It depends on the mood, what the market is doing, and if it trends very fast, then I'm simply joining the bid or ask. It depends on. But I like it to see the reason. So the reason, as we talked about for the up move, as I talked earlier, is high volume here. High volume. That was the reason. Consolidation area. Or accumulation area if you want, and then that was my view that the market is more bullish than bearish.
Curious if you use higher highs, lower lows.
No.
In your analysis. No? Okay.
Just watching them, and if we see, you can use them, and you can use them, and look, you have, look here, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. So this is a divergence. You have, mainly divergence. We have the VWAP, we have the institutional level, we have the lower volume here on this stop run V delta indicator. Indicating doesn't mean that they are not coming back here, but this is really maybe a sweet spot to take a shot if you want. We have yesterday VPOC yesterday's close here. Again, they are retesting this area, and then that might be a point or level of interest here. We have a nice support at the UV. Myron, I put a cheat sheet in the documentation. We haven't had the time to talk about the cheat sheet. It's open for everyone of you to add some ideas, your own ideas, on the cheat sheet to get to get some ideas what you could watch when the market opens. Maybe we'll have time a little bit in few minutes when the market runs into a break, or when we maybe do a break, then let's go to the theory. Or the last pages of the documentation, let me say it that way. The interesting point though is when you watch the MVP, the stop run indicator is deteriorating, high volume here. They are trying to move the price with lower volume above this institutional level. They are at the VWAP here, 86. We have, by the way, when you watch the EUV, you'll see liquidity here on the upside at 1519, and given the theory is right, they find a doubled, they will find a spot here. Then the theory would say, okay, the price looks yes, is watching for liquidity, and if this is true, then the price of the EUV or VIX should go up from 40 to 90. And in this case, it would mean, or can mean, oh no, not, it means that the ES is trading lower, or will trade lower. Wow, now we have a nice DID. Watch. We have a nice DID here. Watch that.
So Walter, how do you interpret that?
Just a moment, give me a second. You see a very strong support here on the EUV. And give me here second. I took a short here at 86 or 85. At that moment, an iceberg was detected by TradeFinder. I think Srini, it was you? Yes.
Yeah.
Let me just keep my risk here low. I don't want to see 60, 86, 50. Now it's gone. First of all, this iceberg wasn't finished. And the DID started to run here. Watch this area here at 86. Give me a second. Give me a second, Srini. I need to control what's going on here.
Okay.
Strong volume, exhaustion, divergence, coming back, retesting 86 or 85. Very nice movements. Hopefully will come true in 1519, adding at 16. UV is growing. It's not much movement in the S. According to the liquidity theory, it should go up. It doesn't not mean that it's go straight up right now because I'm in or whoever is in. But the probability is here.
UV up means ES
Yeah.
down, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So someone sold 529 here. Actively 412 market by market, and then on the limit side 117. That means in some 521. Let's see if they can make it up here. That could be as well a trap. As you remember, someone can sell and the market still goes up. I need a little bit more support on the volatility indexes. My stop is 86.50 here. And the ugly time, what I don't like is they need now 10 minutes or 5 minutes and 10 minutes without any conviction about a market, and that's something I don't like. And what I don't like is the tick is rising. Not sure if I'm going to be stopped right now. It can happen. Now we have two targets, either this 92 or this 82, 83 here. That could, the next institution level at 82. And that's unpleasant for every one of us. You know, you have a clear idea and the market is not following you. Canceling liquidity at 82. Starting to rise as well, the liquidity and volatility. That's not bad. Maybe I am lucky and get some points out, not sure. It's really very tight trading right now here. There are still more sellers than buyers.
What was that?
I should cancel this position here. I don't like this price action. It's not moving anywhere. I mean, the risk is 1 point, but I'm not willing to risk more here in this case. I don't like this action, price action. I'm just considering to cancel my trade. And I bet when I'm canceling my trade, these stuff will trade. Yeah, we'll see that. Oh, come on, that's really bad. That's simply luck, guys. That's simply luck because this stuff is not trading in any direction since 10 minutes. I took one off. I have two in. Disgusting. Yeah, now they are going against me. Yeah, I'm out here. That was something, that was a trade which was really feasible because the UV was at the bottom here. It means it was a nice sell, but you see 10 minutes simply trading around this 86 level. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're coming back here. I wouldn't be surprised. So that happens. Simply that happens all the time here. Or not sometimes. And then if it goes longer than 10 minutes, I'm just considering to cancel the trade because that's not what I want to see. They have cancelled the liquidity at 16 even, so the market is quite bullish. My idea was to short the S86. It worked for a few ticks, and took 1-2 offs, and then I was stopped at one tick, 1 point. My idea was that I'm going to trade into 82. Oh yes, EU was at a close date. Quite great point. Good point. Good point. Okay, lifting the POC
Walter.
up.
What?
Let me just see. I would like to now switch my bias to the upside. Oh, it was all the time to the upside. You see, I missed that here. Again, this very strong price dynamics was green. Sell sweep 300. They're trying to push this price up for any costs. You see the SPX is rising. Then VIX is dropping. That means the bonds are up. Maybe something happened. I'm not following the news right now because this would be more distraction than it helps. I'm not following the news, so I don't know if something has happened or someone is speaking. Not sure. This might be a good support here. Let's see if this is holding. Can anyone have a look at the news channel? If we have some announcements or someone is speaking.
I think there's a lot of news actually at the moment.
If Mr.
Not sure, but FMC has been talking all over the day.
Oh yeah, that might give us an good idea what happens if someone is speaking here. It's really hard to judge the market or to understand the market. Anyway, I have two reasons. I missed a lot of trades today, but I have had two reasons. So as I explained, and that was the short to sell the 86 maybe into 82. That was the other reason. But when it took 10 minutes to move around, and that was I'm simply put my risk at 1 point and hoped for maybe 2 points, but it didn't work that way. Let's see what on the upside we have. Again, liquidity coming up at 4700. You see the strong liquidity here.
Whatever, man. Okay.
So the most probable point, the target might be this 4700. You see how they are adding to 4700? Supporting the 4690. They must break 94 and then trading into 97, where the combo level of spot gamma is. And the volatility is dropping hard. I just jumped on board here, guys. I just jumped on board here. Took one off, long two. Next, if I'm lucky, I will get 97, 98. If Mr. Evans is speaking positively about the US economy. Focus on the price dynamics. It's green. Now it's becoming red, which I don't want to see. I mean, it's not a loss because I closed one with 2 points, so but it's not a really gain here in this play here. Yeah, tick is coming down right now. I'm most probably
volatility is
Sorry?
holding. Volatility is holding.
Yeah. It's good. Yeah, come on. Okay. No luck today, so it's really hard to get 5 points, 10 points out of the market and to be focused. The first trade was the best one, to miss the exit. Then I'm talking about my trades. Maybe you can as well talk about your trades, what you see and what you get. But just to show, I wanted to show you how I'm trying to trade to find reasons. One of the biggest reasons for myself on the S is the price dynamics, which gives me really a good idea. And when we are lucky, we get few points out. But you see how this institution levels really work. That's disturbing. I mean, it's disturbing when you are in and you see this price approaches this level and then it stalls at that level and comes trades against you. That's what I'm talking about, disturbing. Why I was stopped out here? Oh yeah, Reimer, have a good day. Bye bye. Picture is still valid in the UV. That means we have 1519 with a high liquidity sitting there. As I mentioned, it doesn't mean that the price is going straight up into this liquidity. And as well, we look at the SPY. Let's have a look at the SPY. We have had this very strong liquidity, which was the magnet for the SPY. And now they cancelled liquidity. I don't see anything else above adding up. 46.90.20. Oh, look here. We have a very nice dynamic iceberg here developing. Started here at 11. 11:39. The first touch was here at 95, 96. Let me see if they can come back here. This iceberg is 4 minutes in the book, or for 4 minutes in the book.
So there's like two possible outcomes now. They're gonna go after 4700.
Yeah.
And they will ice it to get the price there and take the profit there, as they see the liquidity, or they will reverse it. But I don't believe they will reverse it here.
Let's see. Do you remember the longs, the sweep long? Let me see what it was. It's really a hard day, but as we concluded at the right point, we have been. This was the reason for bullish sign, and I mentioned and said, okay, this market is bullish. So it unloads here in this at that point, and then now. The sweeps, they sold 1,200 contracts. 1,200. Excuse me, they bought 1,200 contracts. So the icebergs are gone. It was not probably it was not him who collected 1,200 contracts here, because these icebergs have been really below my threshold, which is the. Let me have a look here. 300. Let me put this 150. Well, let's see. If we see some icebergs here, 150, it's really a small one. We saw 2 icebergs trading here. I'm just reloading the icebergs here. But someone is, according to our theory, oh, there have been less than 100. You see, there's no sign. There's no sign here. Let me see if this is 100 or 100. So it's not meaningful enough to say the market will stop here or not. We are trading the yesterday's high. We have the combo levels here, institutional levels as well. 4,700 is sitting there. We have everything is bullish. Reddish, greenish, excuse me, in this case. Yeah, there have been very small icebergs here. Still trying to resist this area with an iceberg. You see on the profile here, by the way, it's this green, this red bars. It's a kind of resistance. It's a kind of resistance. Or it shows a possible resistance, but it's not strong. We have 100 here sitting. Breaking the strong, you see how SPY is breaking the strong liquidity here at 462. That's all bullish. This was the resistance area here based on the icebergs. Interesting point when you watch the SPY here on Bookmap, you see exactly where the important liquidities are. They lifted, that was one cancelled, came back, resisted, they lifted then to 469.30. It is really helpful to watch 469.30 here. Bonds are a little bit weaker. It's not much. It's very hard to read that. So let's see what we can do here, or if we can do something. The overall market is minus 1100, improving a little bit. I'm doing nothing here because I need to see a nice divergence in all indices in order to take a trade. At the moment, the 4700 is 96, 95, 98, 4700 area is a strong attractive point for the market. You remember, I think it was 4700 this where they traded above. That might be a psychological level as well. So let's wait and see if we can get a nice sweet spot. Oh, look here what happens. That's quite interesting. Cancelling at 4700, adding at 4700. Maybe they are retesting the yesterday's high, which was at 96 something, yesterday high. Again, you see how this institution levels are working. That's really amazing. Dropped up, traded this liquidity at 469.20. The volatility is a little bit up. Bond starts to yeah, it's hard to say, to trade lower a little bit. but still no really big moves in either of these indices. It's stuck at 95. I don't have any reason to do anything here. I don't see any volume spikes, I don't see any sweeps, I don't see any big volume or DIDs, icebergs traded. I see liquidity at 4700. I see quite nice, decent liquidity in UV at 1575, 1580, 1590, and a good liquidity in SPY at 46930. So everything is possible, but you know, I'm just taking a break, taking a coffee or grabbing a coffee. I need a coffee right now, so be back in 5 minutes, okay?
See ya.
See ya. So hi, I'm back. You see how the VIX is dropping, so this is going higher, higher, higher. We don't have any reason to sell at the moment. We have now two situations in the UV. That means we have volatility at 1518 roughly and 1519, and as well at 15 even. So both directions are possible. And as well on the SPY, very nice situation at 46, 469 and 32 here. Most probably an attractive point. But as long this VIX is dropping, that's all buy. We have to look for buys. Although, what makes me a little bit uncomfortable here is that the overall market is still negative. So we are still in a negative overall market. I'm not sure. Maybe for those of you who are trading NQ, I can't in the moment see what the FANGs are doing, so if they are leading or not. Look here what happened at the SPY. Simply they cancelled. Look here. Crazy. $4,700 buy sweep. There someone bought again 500. That's all bullish at the moment. As we mentioned, and the reason for this bullishness was the high volume. You remember high volume traded into the 70 area where we discussed it, and I mentioned this is, to me, everything is bullish here. Let's see where the next levels are. Yeah, the 4700, 4702, and then let's see if we. What was the prediction for the day? $47.09, 10.13. Okay. Yeah, it's screaming up, up. That was absorption, by the way. For those of you who wants to see absorption, that's a real absorption because market volume met liquidity, arresting liquidity here. I'm long again here. Let's see if that works for me. It's 98.25. I took this 98 here. It will be very hard for the market to trade higher into 02, 03, 04. Extremely
47.10 is in the play right now as they added
Thank you for that. Yes. You know what we need, or what I would like to see, is simply a little bit more commitment when I'm entering a trade. A little bit more commitment of the market. So just to go my way, and as you can see, that's simply not the case today for some reasons. But it's okay. That's really okay. I don't want to risk a dime here in this trade. The reason is the SPY came down, or come down, or is down, exactly, and that means the S&P. I'm canceling the trade here with a 1 tick. Then this is really returning, so everything is going against me at the moment. This 4700 is a strong support. Absorption, really good absorption at exactly 40.